Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making a whole lot of meals to store in the fridge that always help us. To start with my first soup, I need this meat to be seasoning well, so I add my blended ginger, garlic, onion. So after this, I just add my other seasonings to it. That's my meat seasoning and also my cumin powder and other seasoning that is needed for this meat. So after everything, I still add garlic powder little and also onion powder to it because I like the flavor that gives. So here I'm adding my salt to it and I stir it thoroughly so that all the seasonings will mix well with the meat. So after marinating or seasoning it, I just allow it to sit for 5 minutes and I start to boil it, or I start to cook it. So this is how it looks like, and I like how the water it came out with. I use the water for the soup that I'm about to cook. So here I'm adding my washed turkey. This turkey, I wash it well because they preserve it with salt. For your soup not to be salty, you have to put it in a hot water, let it stay there before you start to wash it or any way that you want. So smoked turkey gives the soup another taste that it's so good to try. So if you've not tried smoked turkey, try and buy some and cook with it. So here I'm adding my tomato paste to it and allow it to infuse with the meat before I start to stir it. So I add my powdered pepper, that's Ghanaian pepper, and this pepper is so spicy that by the time you realize it will be too much. So I just added my grated onion, grated okra to it. This okra, it has plenty seed that it's also annoying. Look at how it is. So here I washed and cut my curly leaf. This leaf is so delicious and it's healthy, so I just cut and wash it and I'm adding it to my okra soup because I have so many meals to make and I have to prep everything before I start cooking. If not, I will stand in the kitchen for hours. So after adding the leaf, I just stir it and make sure that the heat is on medium or like not too high, because this leaf you don't need to cook it too much, because the more you cook your vegetables, the more the nutrients vanish from the soup or meals. So here I just stir it and just allow the, so after stirring it, I just allow the okra to boil in a low heat. Normally I don't overcook my vegetables or any okra soup that I do. My okra soup is done. And my next soup that I'm coming to do, I use this meat, that's smoked pork and smoked turkey. Guys, try this meat, you will love your soup, and it's also healthy. So I just allow it to let it boil for a while and generate some water. So I just added my tomato paste to it and also add this diced tomatoes. These tomatoes taste nice and it's also good. I seasoning my meat with this ginger powder and garlic powder, and I still added my natural ginger and onion to it. That's how I like my soup or stew to be sometimes. So here I added other seasoning to it. That's my Italian spices and also black pepper and other stuff. That's how I like my meat to be seasoning. So this is how it looks like. The main ingredient for this soup is this one, that's palm cream, and in Ghana we call it abenkwai, but here I don't have, or I cannot get the natural one to boil and pound it in a pestle or mortar. So I just got this from African store and I'm adding it with hot water and mix it. So here my husband was pouring the paste into the meat, and the way he was pouring it as if he don't want it to fall down. So I was just laughing at him. And in fact, it tastes well. It tastes exactly like Ghana own. In Nigeria they call it banga soup, but in Ghana we call it abenkwai. After the palm nut soup, I start with my next soup. So here I have my chicken, my beef, and my pork meat. So I just added my ginger, garlic, onion blend to it, and also add other seasoning, and voila, the cooking start. See, I like to prep everything whenever I'm doing cooking. In that way, you will not waste time in the kitchen. So here I'm adding my curry powder to it, and also my meat seasoning and other stuffs. This one is onion and garlic powder. Yeah. So after everything, I just stir it well and also allow it to boil for a while. In fact, that day I was so tired, but it's worth it. It was good. So I add my tomato paste to it after the water has come out. That's how I like it. So here I added my tomatoes and pepper and onion to it, and it was well cooked. I remove it and blend, and then add the blended juice to it, like the blended vegetables to it. So here I add my fresh okra to it, because in Ghana my mom used to add okra to the light soup. So this is the fufu that we are making. This the first time we are trying this fufu flour. It did not go well with us, so we stopped using this one, and we went back for our old one that we know. So we use this fufu to eat the light soup and also store the rest of the meal. So here I started with another meal. That's frying my meat, and also starting with, like, it was something else. So this particular recipe, I have it on my channel already, how to make tomato stew. So here I added my ginger onion blend and also cut onion to it. So if you want the full details of this one, please go check it on my my channel. I'll leave it under the description. So here I stir the blended ginger and also cut onion, everything, stir it in the oil, allow it to boil for a while, and I add my tomatoes to it. Stir it very well and allow it to cook, because I like my tomato stew to last and taste fresh and delicious in the fridge whenever I remove it. So here I add the blended onion, tomatoes and pepper mix that I boil together and blend. So how to make tomato stew, I have it. How to make light soup or abenkwai, I have full details. Check it under my description box and you see the details. So here I added my seasoning to it, and normally I cook my meals not in a high heat, yeah, medium or low heat, because that way it helps the food to boil without pressure. So I added my fried meat to it. This meat I ended up chopping, and my husband also helped me chop half of it. So my next meal is this one. So here I just added my chicken breast to it. This one my husband chopped it. I needed it to be like smaller than this. So before this seasoning or frying this chicken breast, I fried eggs. That's how the pan was looking like that. So after frying the chicken breast, I fried my shrimps. Please guys, guess what I'm cooking on this particular scene? Try and send your guess under the comment section. Let me know if you are right. So after frying the shrimps, I remove it, and this is my recipe, my ingredients. Yeah, I know by now you people have gotten the clue. So I just fry my vegetables. I'm doing fried rice, guys. So I prep all my vegetables, everything, and I've already cooked my rice. I also have a full recipe on how I prepare my fried rice. It seems there's several recipes, so that one too I may leave it, or you check my vlogs and see. So here I'm seasoning the vegetables and other stuff. So who like fried rice? Do you like fried rice or jollof rice? So here I added my cooked rice to it. I cook it with curry powder, and this is the look. Fried rice, it has so many ways that you can cook it. So whatever ways that you are okay with, you go with it. So this another way I cook my fried rice. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.